Rogers TV.
Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Do not adjust your TV screens. It's only your boy DC coming through with another edition of Out of the Fog, a local matter show. We go right across the province talking to all the cool people doing all the cool things. Tonight is no exception. Hanging out on the couch tonight, it is the one and only Pam Pardy of Pam Pardy Promotions, publicity, entertainment, event maven. She's behind everything going on, and you'll want to hear what we got to say. And then it's our boy, Rodney Slade. Rodney Slade Music. He is bringing it through. We're going to have a hang. Listen to his song, The Lazy and the Good for Nothings. This is Out of the Fog. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy DC. This is Out of the Fog, and like I told you before the jump, I love having new friends come on so we can talk all about their passions, what they're at, and what that means to you, the viewer at home. And the man to my left is no exception. What are you at, Rod?
How's it going, buddy?
It's going great, man.
Last time I seen you was on stage.
I know, isn't that wild? And all the folks had their cell phones
I
up.
know, it was amazing.
Listen, a quick aside, speaking of cell phones versus lighters, you know that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was at a Black Eyed Peas concert. They came here, which is a story that if you know, you know. Black Eyed Peas came here years ago. And all of a sudden, will.i.am says, now everyone put up your phones. And it was just around the time that phones were things.
Yeah.
So I saw everyone just, and next thing you know, the whole bowl is full.
That's awesome.
That was for you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I know, yeah, it was the same thing, and it was it's an amazing feeling, and I'll never forget that moment. That's the core memory for sure.
Isn't it wicked?
It's awesome, and so glad I got to share with you and Caroline and the rest of the crew, Rachel and Felicia and the rest of the crew. So it was great that we all got there. It was like a family thing, so
it was
awesome.
And Boney M, say no more.
Like the whole show after that was just like something out of you couldn't dream it. I could not dream it up.
Listen, we can talk about Boney M all day, but this is your power here now.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a question. Tell the viewers at home where you hail from in our beautiful province, and we'll go from there.
You got it. Well, I'm from Victoria, Newfoundland, so it's Victoria, BC to some people, but it's behind Carbonear, so that's a little joke they have. It's kind of corny, but whatever. But yeah, no, I grew up there and played in the church, and with my mom, she's a big inspiration for me.
Wow.
And I went up through church singing in the choir and stuff like that, and then I got involved in musicals in school, and off it went from there. It was just,
God, bro, we're living the same life, man.
Pretty much, just different generation, right?
Yeah, Boogie Bay was a dirt road when I was young, same story. Singing in the choir, singing in things, like little performances and this
drama
and that.
festivals and stuff, yeah.
So, you know, when I first meet you, you're laid back, you're chill. When I see you on stage, you're giving it.
Dialed in, man.
Right?
Nervous most of the time, but...
Oh, yeah, I'm going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, what do you think separates a lot of folks from getting up on stage? It's fear.
It is, yeah.
How did you overcome that journey so that you can do what you do so well now, which is to perform in so many venues and so many folks are knowing who you are? But it's not easy to take a stage, is it?
It's not. I ran into that trouble during Sing NL, which was a competition here back, I think the Telegram might have put it up.
Cool.
So that was a great thing and a great experience. But in that experience, I found a lot of obstacles that I had to overcome if I knew I was going to take this on as an actual profession, so and a career. So I can remember freezing on stage, just completely freezing. It's the first time it ever happened to me, and this was a packed Majestic Theatre at the time, and I just could not get over the sight of the crowd, so I completely froze. I literally had to take, I think it was like 2 minutes to get back, and once I started singing, and that's when it all left me, and I knew then that this is how you get over the fear, is by actually doing it and grabbing it hold, right? So Yeah, fear is definitely the only thing that's going to get in your way of anything in life.
Oh my God, it's so true, and it's all around me, this conversation around feeling the fear but doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And as a performer, as an artist, as you are, that is the moment when you hit the stage and the eyes are on you, that you're feeling the weight of that, but that also becomes the magic that you use to wow the crowd. What's your favorite thing about being in front of a crowd, man?
The reaction, their expressions, their emotions. Like, I've been places where there hasn't been a dry eye in the place, you know what I mean? But then another time I've been at a pub where everybody's standing on chairs and singing, and like this, it's two different types of emotions, but it's all emotion, and this is what I love to see, right? It's just, I feed off of that.
Let's talk about performance versus recording, two very separate things. So we're gonna hear a song from you after the break. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that one came to be, it was like a funny little saying. I'm not putting my dad down or nothing, but he had this worry that I was going to end up lazy and good for nothing if I kept at this music record. Because years ago, that was just a stereotype around where we're from or whatever. I kind of took that and was like, you know, use it for fuel for the fire, and like, you're gonna say, like, I'm not gonna be lazy and good for nothing. There's no way, and because if you've seen what I'm doing and you've seen understood the industry of it all, hard work is in every different form. It comes in many different forms, right?
That's the truth.
And but yeah, that one just came to be, and it was a funny song, and I brought the idea to my producer, Peter Daniel Newman, who's doing great things now. He's doing #1 on the Rolling Stone magazines with Megan Mulrooney's Georgia Girl and stuff.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing, and I'm friends with this guy. It's just, it just doesn't make any sense, right? Because I just didn't expect it for me. And he took that one and he loved the idea of just a rebellion song, you know what I mean? And it was an anthem when he was done with it. And we brought a couple other writers in on it from the UK, Hannah Dorothy and Robbie J. They kind of put a little finishing touch on it for us and made it that more Hellraiser, you know what I mean? So I'm very, very proud of that one, and hopefully now we got another one coming out this summer. And not only that, I shouldn't say much about it yet, but
tell me, it's only you and I here.
There's going to be a remix of the song. I'm not going to tell who the artist is, but it's going to be like a rap remix, and this artist from BC.
That's wild.
So it's going to be, this dude got a huge
very
following.
cool, man.
I'm very excited for that. I can't wait.
God.
Yeah, we're waiting to get the sample back from him now, so it's going to be awesome.
I love a good mashup and a good genre mix, you know? It's like, well,
country.
right?
It's a fresh thing, too.
Oh, it is, for sure. I mean, look at last year, Billy Ray.
And Little Nas X.
Exactly. I mean, that was the thing.
That whole thing kind of snowball into what country music is today, because you're getting these remixes with like Lil Durk and Morgan Wallen. You're getting all these things that you would never think that would happen.
I know, I love that.
That's awesome. That's what music is. It brings everything together, right?
So, listen, we're in our final minute here now.
Awesome.
What's next? Talk 2024. The crystal ball is out. You're in it. What are you at?
I hope just to play at every venue I can get my hands on, and I'm just so thankful to be in the position that I can play and to be able, because before I wasn't in a good place, and I kind of got myself out of there through music, and now I can still use that platform to help other people, you know what I mean? It's just passing forward pretty much. So
that's amazing.
That's what 2024 is about for me, is just getting that message out there and making sure that this is the bottom line, and this has to happen, like before anything else. Yeah,
you're making it happen.
Oh, I hope so.
I know so. I see it. It's all around me. Final second, how can folks get at you, follow you, engage with you, listen to you, support you? What are the channels that be?
You can get me on Instagram, Rodney Slade, I think music, I think it's _music. Then I have a website at rodneyslademusic.com, so most of my links are on that. You can probably get everything from there. So
wicked. Will you come back?
Hell yeah.
Will you remember me when you were a big star?
Definitely. I hope I can get in position to be that way. Yeah.
Well, let me get up behind you with the guitar in the shadows.
You'll have a seat on the jet, man. No doubt.
Oh, that's what I was at. Thank you. You knew where I was going with that.
Don't you worry. You'll get your free dinner with it too.
Thanks, my buddy. You're the best. Guys, check him out. Rodney Slade Music. This is Out of the Fog. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, everybody. What a hang we're having with Rodney Slade. Here is his latest song we're going to hear performed live in the studio, The Lazy and the Good for Nothings.
We waste all of our time getting wasted. Yeah, we live every day like it's the weekend. Wants a job when a 9 to 5's overrated. Rather wake up in a truck bed at 2 p.m. They say we should grow up, can't get by on dumb luck. Are we gonna do this the rest of our lives? 20-something cliche. We don't care what you say, you ain't gonna change our minds. We're just living our glory days. Light it up, blazing little Marley. Every day's a long neck Friday. Raise 'em up, life is a highway. We're staying out all night, getting wild. Ain't no paycheck for this lifestyle. We don't care, go ahead, say something. We're the lazy and the good for nothing. What you're selling, we ain't buying. Cause from down here, it don't look that great. Paying bills early night sure sounds exciting. We got stories worth more than your 401k. They say we should grow up, can't get by dumb luck. Are we gonna do this the rest of our lives? 20-something cliche. We don't care what you say, you ain't gonna change our minds. We're just living our glory days. Light it up, blaze a little Marley. Every day's a long neck Friday. Raise 'em up, life is a highway. We're staying out all night, getting wild. Ain't no paycheck for this lifestyle. We don't care, go ahead, say something. We're the lazy and the good for nothing. Just living our glory days. Light it up, blazing a little Marley. Every day's a long neck Friday. Raise 'em up, life is a highway. Staying out all night, getting wild. Ain't no paycheck for this lifestyle. We don't care, go ahead, say something. We're the lazy and the good for nothings. We're just living our glory days. Light it up, blazing a little Marley. Every day's a long neck Friday. Raise 'em up, life is a highway. We're staying out all night, getting wild. Ain't no paycheck for this lifestyle. We don't care, go ahead, say something. We're the lazy and the good for nothings.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Out of the Fog, and I'm sitting next to the Queen here now because we're talking events, promotions, publicity, getting folks seen and heard, events that happen at the speed of life. Pam, what is up?
This is it. Just living the dream like yourself.
Oh my God, I know it is too, isn't it? Will I have you sat for the full amount of time, or will you have to get up and run off to do one of the million things that you're at?
I don't know. I had to stick my phone in my purse because you never know who might call.
Yeah, that shoe phone is always going. And speaking of the
Always going.
shoes,
Thank you.
I'm like, if we had a cam, we'd put it on. Pow! Every time I see you, you're dressed up like a stick of gum, but that's part of the whole thing, isn't it?
It is totally part of the package.
Yes.
And you know what? Family would kill me if I didn't look as fabulous, at least equally as you.
Listen, I'm no one to be standing up next to you here today. But I will say, you came into my orbit in a bunch of ways. And of course, we know the media vehicle that you were rocking for as long as you did. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and how that has contributed to where you are now?
The Newfoundland Herald was always so iconic. I mean, it was in every home. We all grew up with it. The pen pals, you remember the pen pals?
love
Oh,
it,
that's so
yeah.
fabulous. And I had the honor of working for Jeff Sterling and the family, Scott Sterling, Jesse Sterling, all of the beautiful family that made up the Herald NTV and Oz FM. And just such an honor to be part of that fabric. And I said when I first got the job, because Mark DeWire ended up going over,
right,
to, you know, when Fred Hutton left and I ended up getting the job. And I remember somebody saying to me, because I was so excited, and someone said, well, you're going to be the one to see it out. And I just went like, oh. So I said, you know what, I have to embrace that possibility and just go with it. And like the social media that we had fun with, the marketing, I don't know if you remember some of those videos.
Oh yes, do I ever.
Yeah, and you can still find them. And I'm looking at them now, and you know, we had Mark Hiscock sing the Ode to Newfoundland, you know, standing on a beautiful hilltop. And we had the Ennis sisters singing about, you know, for Father's Day and tributes, and just the opportunities, the conversations that I've had. Great Big Sea broke up. We were there. We had the conversations with all of the major players of so many. Brad Guzzu, you know, I consider a friend. I just had a text from him because in the next edition of Pi, so some of that journalism is continuing, Pi NL, I'll be having a conversation with Brad Guzzu about his latest win. So, you know, the Newfoundland Herald is something of its own. It was a dream come true, and I look back at some of the past editors, like Bob Hallett of Great Big Sea, he was one, and Jeff Meeker, and a whole bunch of fabulous people, and I got to be one of those people. So it gave me the confidence, the contacts, the exposure, the experience, because man, you had to be ready to cover royal family scandals, Elvis, Jesus, everybody, and the local fabric, and people from Newfoundland on a Canadian scale.
Yes.
You know, the conversations I've had with Mark Critch mean so much, and the conversation, and even now Mark Critch's sons are doing fabulous
I know,
things.
it's so great.
Yeah, anyway, so it was just multi-generational, so many generations of amazing stories to tell.
Well, I mean, I do love the conversation around who is around to give you your break and your opportunity, and you have given everyone their flowers today, so that speaks to you.
Thank you.
And your character.
Thank you.
Which is a part of your reputation, which is why everyone knows you and loves you.
You know what, I take that so much to heart. When the Herald closed, I think it was an opportunity. I had never seen myself, because I felt I was a storyteller, and I was telling other people's stories. It wasn't anything about me. And when the Herald closed, I got so much love, and I probably didn't realize how much it was there anyway.
That's right.
But I just really embraced it and valued it and appreciate it, and it still is out there. Like Mary Walsh is one of my best friends. She's been on the cover so many times, and when I first started my own business, Pam Pardy Promotions, she reached out to me instantly and said, girl, I got you.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's awesome.
And I mean, listen, I will say that, you know, Herald and that chapter, incredible. And then you moved on to the next chapter, and that's Pam Pardy Promotions.
Right.
So let's talk all about that and the folks in your orbit and what you love to do the most as a storyteller.
Well, Pam Pardy Promotion was something I was thinking about when the Herald was on the go. I was thinking about retirement, although I didn't think it was going to happen quite so fast. So I kind of thought it was something that I could do down the road and take my contacts and my ability to work with all media, because I have so many great relationships, not just with the orbit that was around the Newfoundland Herald, but all of the media, Rogers, everybody. And how can I use that for good in the world? And I knew one of the things that I would hear, because I would always answer my phone. If I was at my desk and I wasn't crazy busy, I answered the phone, I answered emails, as many as I could. And I know how hard it is, because people were sending me emails that could get lost. So just breaking down the barriers that sometimes exist for performers like Rodney.
Sure.
So when you have somebody who is doing amazing things, but they just can't quite get listened to, they can't get that email read, they can't get that phone call answered. Well, that was my skill, and that was my gift to be able to give. So the relationships became a tool that I was able to utilize to help and further the careers of so many other people. As you've been following Rodney, you know yourself that a lot of the reason how he ended up on the stage, besides his gift of music, was because the relationship I have with Vonco Entertainment and Von Rauser, the relationship I have with Carolina East, the relationship I have with yourself, Rachel, you know, to be able to just kind of make that phone call or give that little nudge or that breakfast at the Irving, and you can say, hey, I got this good guy that might work for you, or this might happen. I mean, these boots are from Vimy. I mean, I make sure that's out there in Spaniards Bay. I make sure that I spread the word. So if, you know, Mary out at Vimy can get some love from some local people, performers, go visit.
I love it. Listen, I love the energy, and I think everyone at home is vibing on you as well. And you know, in this province, what I'm about to say is a bit of a businessy, it's a bit hot-y, I don't know, maybe not. But connection is currency around here.
Yes, totally.
And I don't mean to scare the wallflowers and the quiet people in the house, but if you're not asking for your cup of sugar, I am.
Yeah, exactly.
And you are. And that's how we help the people around us to get what they need. And so let's talk about public relations, because, you know, it can be as relationship connection driven, or it can be very strategic, and you don't know the person, but you know that they are the ring to kiss to get the thing that you need. What are your tips if you are hanging out with me here now and folks are watching at home and they're saying, oh, wow, that girl really knows how to go after what she wants, but I'm scared. What do you got to say to them as someone who makes it her business to get out there and ask for that cup of sugar?
My daughter actually asked me this last night. She's doing a career project, and I was quite shocked to find out that she admires what I'm doing. And so she picked Mommy as her career project. So she was going through these questions, and that was one of the questions she asked. What's some of the skills? What do you do?
Yeah.
And the first thing that came to my mind is, you know, keep your commitments. Do what you say you're going to do for other people, and never think that your time is more valuable, your job is bigger, your role is more precious, your name goes farther. I always introduce myself as if people don't know me, and kind of like go with how they might know me. I always say please and thank you. Other simple things. So if I'm asking you for sugar, it's coated in honey. So I might have your sugar, but you're keeping my honey. And it's being authentic and real.
Sure.
It's not disingenuous. It's totally genuine.
We can smell that 10 miles away around
True,
here.
yeah, and it's real, and I'm, you know, gracious and thoughtful. And just because you've done something for me once doesn't mean you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
And it's about, you know, and the strategic side is like some favors you hold on to. You know, some people out there owe you a little bit of something.
Sure we do.
And so your brain is thinking, not right now, but I got something coming that's going to be for you. And knowing that they're not going to be able to say no because you haven't had all these other asks. So that you're coming now with an ask for a client, and that they're going to want to help you out as most they can. That's some of the little things that I'd like to say.
Well, there's some hot tips, but I will tell you that what you're teaching us is how to be a human being. And what a shock it is to learn that a lot of people didn't get the booklet. And so it's interesting in a arena like ours, where relationships and currency and favors and helping someone over here, but knowing that you might have a better way to help them tomorrow. I mean, it sounds confusing, but if you're leading it with a pure heart, it's very easy. Would you agree? Oh,
absolutely. And every client, you know, they become family. I joke with Rodney, I'm his other mother. I contacted his mother. Rodney was doing a show, and we ganged up on him by getting information about him when he was growing up, like his little nicknames, all this fun, fabulous stuff. And people would not, you know, and I think part of that goes back to being a storyteller. People they're used to telling me stuff. People tell me things, and I don't know, maybe it's
the energy, girl.
It's the energy.
You got the vibe.
Yeah, and so they, even if they have to tell me no, it might be no right now, or there's a reason behind it. And I value all the relationships that I have, and the people that I work with, from the comedian like John Sheehan, who's so fabulous to work with.
Amazing.
And he has some exciting stuff coming up this summer. Rodney Slade, Peter Daniel Newman, the songwriter, so proud of, I call him a kid, but because he's younger than me, but he has some amazing stuff happening in Nashville and beyond. And working, you and I have an opportunity coming up pretty soon with Carolina East. I think we're going to be getting together for a little banter. A little banter.
And stay tuned for that, y'all, because it's going to be a power-packed session, and it's all about stage performance, how to get more comfortable, the secret of storytelling, and all the amazing things. Folks like Sam Pico, myself, you. I mean, it's going to be a party.
Totally party.
So, Pam Pardy, we're in our final moment. How can folks looking to be exposed, get help, get connected, get advice, mentorship, all the amazing publicity-based, relationship-based things that you are able to do, how can we get at you?
You can call me. You can check my website, all kinds of ways to contact me. Facebook Messenger is always on fire. People send me fabulous stuff. I just got a Facebook message the other day from Lillian and Jim Fiddler.
Amazing.
They're doing some fabulous stuff with the International Space Station and a 9-year-old kids in grade 9 in this province. Oh, so exciting. So follow Pam Pardy, Pamela M. Pardy on social media, and you'll find out all about it.
Will you come back and hang out with us again?
Always, anytime.
I love it. Amazing. Thank you so much, Pam.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Guys, I'm so lucky to have powerhouses hang out because I learned a little bit of something here today. And of course, Pam is bringing the knowledge as always. We'll be right back after the break to wrap it up. We'll see you soon.
Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Get in touch with us using our viewer feedback line, your direct connection to shaping the shows you love. It's easy. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen, and take our quick survey. Share your thoughts, and let's make your viewing experience even better.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us here on Out of the Fog again tonight. Thank you so much to Rodney Slade. Incredible talent, wicked story, bright future. Can't wait to hear more from you, my man. And Pam Pardy, you're the queen. So much exciting stuff happening around here, and you are involved in so much. Your relationships that you got and just the way that you are is all you need for the success that you already got going on. Guys, if you want to come on the show, hang out with me, reach out to the DMs. This is Out of the Fog, and we'll see you next time.
Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Get in touch with us using our viewer feedback line, your direct connection to shaping the shows you love. It's easy. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen, and take our quick survey. Share your thoughts, and let's make your viewing experience even better.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
We want to hear from you. Provide feedback on this show or find out how you can get involved. Call, email us, or scan the QR code to take our quick survey.
Man, is there a lot of pressure on this young fighter here tonight.
Fighting is life.
This is my belt. I earned this in blood, paid in full. This is mine.